Alright, welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's so dark where I'm at that I've decided to just make this a voice recording, like a kind of like a podcast style, but with no video. So thank you all in advance for bearing with me here. But anyways, welcome back to the channel. I am back. Um, it's a Monday evening, and I was at the library earlier, got some work done, and now I'm here making the video with you guys. So, welcome back, everyone who is listening. Um, Today, I just want to talk about letting go. This video or audio you could view this as a tribute to my very first video I ever made on YouTube. If you want to go view that, it'll be on my video page on my channel here. And that video was called It's Okay to Let Go, or It's Okay to Move On, I think. It was one of those titles. But this video specifically, I want to talk about letting go. And I want to briefly just share with y'all that, my journey on what I've been going through and what I've been working through as I've been letting certain things go. Um, Now, to start off, when I say letting go, what I mean is pretty much surrendering everything to God. Or if in your case, if maybe y'all may not believe in God, that's okay. But surrendering something to a higher being, and not just trying to be in control of your situations and of your outcome. So recently, I've been working on. I wouldn't say working on, because I'm not really trying to go through a rigorous self-improvement cycle, but when you answer God's call, there comes to a point when you kind of sit back and realize that you have to let go of everything. And when I say let go, what I mean is, like I said, surrender. Trying not to control the outcome, the results, but just kind of putting in the work every day. For me personally, I have a really hard time being around people, and because they're gonna pull my vibration down. And every time I give people more chances, every time I operate among other people, or in a group, or work, it makes me feel drained, and like I walk away feeling very empty. So I've learned to kind of try my best to avoid people, especially groups of people. But that's part of the process of my journey in letting go, is that I no longer want to take part in that game that people play, because I was never a player in that game. Maybe y'all can resonate with that. What I want to bring up in this audio here is, y'all remember the movie Meet Joe Black? I think it was called Joe Black or something. It came out in 1998, all right? And movie was basically about a guy who dies, or he gets killed somehow, and he comes back to life in a body, but he's dead. And the whole plot, or the whole the interesting part of that film is that Joe Black doesn't need any he doesn't need any emotional or validation, or he doesn't try and play games, for lack of better words, socially, and look for that approval and validate other people. Because he's dead, essentially, right? And I was watching part of that film. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched part of it the other day, and I realized that this whole time, all right, I know, like, don't come at me, but this whole time, I think I've been operating on the Joe Black level, meaning that I've never I've never needed validation from anyone around me, and I've never validated anyone else. And social interactions are very. I just don't want to play those games. I just feel like it's better to be direct up front and um, say things like they are. And that is why that I have lost so many friends, and that you know my own family doesn't really like me, and that's cool. I don't care. And friends that I make eventually, they kind of leave because they realize who I am, and their insecurities can't handle it, right? That's what I've discovered, at least. So, getting back on the Joe Black topic, this whole time I've been operating on that Joe Black level. I'm obviously not Joe Black, and we're, obviously I'm not him, and I'm not trying to be him. But like I said, this whole time, guys, that's what that's one part of my personality that I've actually been embodying this entire time. That's why. So it's a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise. I stumbled across that movie. All right, even though it's from 1998, I never watched it before until a few days ago, and I got like halfway through it. So I have to finish that, or I want to finish it. But the point is that the stuff that he went through in that film, at least as far as I've watched, and how people perceive him, they like him, they're attracted to him, but they always leave him. And that's exactly what happens to me. And maybe that happens to you as well, guys. If y'all, you know, whoever's viewing this video, wherever you are, whatever part of the world you're in, there's a high chance that you've experienced that. All right. And you know what? It's nothing wrong with that. It's just that as I made that discovery, I've realized that that's the power of letting go, is that when you let go, people say you're supposed to attract everything you want, and you attract everything that you deserve. The universe rewards you for letting go. Yes, I believe that. But when you let go and you just detach from the emotional game, I'll call it, people around you who are of the flesh, who are still operating on that lower frequency, they will be repulsed by you. So when you let go, these people will also let you go. Well, they'll reject you. Actually, it's not really letting go; it's more of a rejection. But, and so I've come to the realization after I, watched part of that movie, and I sat for a while and reflected about that, and I realized that I'm in this all by myself. I'm in this alone. If you're chosen and you answer God's call, right? Because many are called, chosen are few. You will be in this journey alone. No one's going to help you. No one's going to like you. No one's going to support you. You will feel like, you will operate on a level where people don't understand you, so they will reject you. And that's just part of how it goes if you're like, if you're one of us. And I'm not trying to be exclusive here. If you're not chosen, that's okay. You're you're fitting in with society more, and that's great. But some of us were called to a journey where that's just not who we're meant to be, and I can't control that. Like, I have to say yes to God's call, and it hurts a lot. But anyways, I'm going to end this audio off here. Again, apologies for the no video. Just where I'm at, it's really, really dark, and I thought that it would be kind of creative to make this an audio anyway. So until next time, everyone. Um, uh, one last word though, as you continue with your journey on your daily life, I encourage you to experiment with actually surrendering the outcome, and whatever it may be, like that job you want, or that assignment grade you wanted, or that girl or guy you're talking to, just let go and just don't try to be anyone. Just try to embody who you are right now, because at the end of the day, all the answers are inside you. And in society, we're so programmed to trying to prove our existence and get other people to validate us, that when you discover that it's all a lie, you have no choice but to turn within. So anyways, guys, that's for the video. Take care. God bless.